Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I'm a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet, so if that interests you, please sit back and watch today's video because today is another episode of Spin the Wheel for a Beanie. Here it is. So if you're happening across my channel for the very first time, welcome. This is a series that I rolled out a little while ago and I've gotten a great response to it. What it is we create projects using the spin wheel. The spin wheel will dictate a pattern for us. It'll dictate all the things. And then I take all of that information and I create a beanie with it. And of course, I add a tutorial onto this video. Feel free to follow along or feel free to watch. Listen to me talk while I go through all the things. Possibly put it on your to-do list if you really like how this comes out to be. As of right now, I have no idea what we're going to create. This wheel will literally tell us what we are going to create. So it could either be a masterpiece or it could be a complete fail. But in either case, I'm here, I'm ready for the challenge, and I hope this is as entertaining for you as it is for me. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to take the camera, I'm going to put it onto the table here in tutorial mode, and we're going to go through all of the steps here. I'm going to break down the wheel for you, and we'll talk about all the things. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay friends, so here is the wheel. I have you guys over the table, and this here is just a breakdown of what all this means. So here we have symbols that will dictate what stitches are what. I'll break that down in a second, and then of course you're seeing dots around the wheel here. So first I guess I'll discuss the dots. The dots that you're looking at basically will tell us how many rows of a pattern we're going to create. So today I have 3 dots and 4 dots in every other one. So 3, 4, 3, 4, and it goes all the way around the wheel that way. So one thing is for sure, we're either going to have a 3-row pattern or a 4-row pattern. So first we'll spin the wheel to figure out which is which. Like what project are we working on? Are we going to do a pattern with 3 rows, or are we going to do a pattern with 4 rows? So that's what that is. And after we spin the wheel for that, then we're going to spin the wheel equivalent to how many dots there are. So for instance, if we land on a 4-dot pie slice here, that means we're going to spin the wheel 4 times. And whatever it lands on those 4 times is what our stitches are going to be. So let me just break down the stitches here. So this here is a single crochet. The next one is a double crochet. This one here is a half double crochet. This here is a new one that I'm putting on the wheel here, so just to keep it interesting. So this here is a recycle sign. So let's say we land on this. We can either reuse something we've already landed on, or we can spin the wheel again if we don't really care for what we landed on. So it gives us a little bit of fair play here. So this next one here is a half double cluster. This next one here is a front post double crochet. This here is a back post double crochet, and then it repeats back to a single crochet. So I have everything doubled up here just to not overcomplicate the situation. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and figure out whether or not we're going to do a 3 pattern project or a 4 pattern project. So okay, let's go ahead and spin the wheel here. Okay, so we are going to be doing a 4-row pattern situation. Okay. All right, so let me get pen and paper, and we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel 4 times, and whatever it lands on is what our project is going to be. So hopefully it lands on something quite nice. All right, so here goes nothing. All right, so we have a back post double crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Back post double. Okay. Let's spin a second time here. Okay, this is a half double crochet. Okay, half double crochet. Let's spin a third time. Okay, this is a back post double crochet. Back post double. All right, now because we have back post double twice, I'm kind of hoping we land on this purple pie slice here, because I'd like to be able to do something else other than another back post double. So let's see what it turns out to be. Ah, what are the chances? That is so cool. Okay, so we have the recycle button, so I'm going to erase the back post double crochet, and we're going to replace it with something else. So I'm going to spin the wheel for our third stitch. Okay. Okay, a front post double crochet. All right, that beats having another back post double. Front post double. Okay, so far we have back post double crochet, half double crochet, and then a front post double crochet. So hopefully we get something else. All right, let's see. Okay, a single crochet. Okay, so back post double, a half double crochet, a front post double crochet, and a single. Okay, so now that we have the stitches, I'm going to place you guys on a brief pause and get everything set up for our tutorial. Okay? Hey friends, so before we jump into the tutorial, I just thought that maybe I could show you what the finished product actually looks like before we get into the tutorial. I actually did two of them. The one that you're going to see first is the finished product of what you're about to see. So the yarn that I used in the tutorial is this. It's loops and threads in the colorway charcoal. This is the finished product of what you're about to see, thanks to video editing. So I did a ribbed crown, and then these are literally the stitches. So nice. But because of the name of this beanie, I figured it was only fitting that I use a crazy yarn. So so I used the Red Heart Granny Square all-in-one, and yeah, so let me go ahead and try it on. So even though, like, you'll hear me mention it in the video, so even though, like, when you're, playing with it like this, when it's all done, it looks kind of flat. When you go to put it on, there's nothing flat about the top. It actually fits very, very nice. I actually like this. So the colorway is Black Moody Cherry, and instead of granny squares, I'm finding other uses for this yarn. So Collision Course is the name of this beanie, because it's like all kinds of crazy stitches running into each other like this. You have front post, you have back post, you have half doubles and singles, and the way that it's laid out, it's like it runs into each other. So Collision Course is how I came up with the name, and I actually came up with the name while I was making this. So Again, thanks to video editing. I'm inserting myself before the tutorial because I wanted you to see the finished product to see if this was actually something that you wanted to sit and make, or, you know, if your interest was piqued to the point where you wondered, what does it look like? So, yeah, so here's a muted down version of the stitches, and here is the not so muted down version. I love it. I mean, I don't know. I would recommend doing one in like a muted down color, you know, just something plain to wear whatever, you know, anytime. And then if you want to feel crazy every now and then, you know, pick a yarn that's out there. Variegated yarn, an ombre yarn, you know. It goes with the name, Collision Course. So, okay. I guess that's it. So I'll let you guys get back into the tutorial and enjoy. Okay, friends. So for our beanie today, I'm going to be using a medium 4-weight yarn. The colorway here is charcoal. This is from Loops and Threads. And to start, what we want to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do that is fine, so long as the end result is this. And so from here we need to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and go into the first chain, draw up a loop, and slip to close. And you'll notice we'll have a circle here. You can do a magic circle if you want. I don't care to do that. I prefer this actually. And so from here, what you want to do is chain 2. And then you want to do 12 double crochets in the circle. 1, 2, 3. So continue doing that until you have 12 double crochets around your circle, and I'll see you at the end of round 1. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 1, and what we need to do is close. So in order to close round 1, we take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first double crochet of the round, draw up a loop, and slip to close, just like that. So now what we need to do is chain 1 to start round 2. So we're going to do a ribbed crown for this beanie. So to start, what we need to do is a double crochet back into the same stitch we just came out of. So double crochet right into there, just like that. And then we're going to do a front post, but what we need to do is go around the chain 2 and the double crochet. So it kind of looks like a double stitch situation happening, but it's not. So you're going to yarn over and go around both just like that. Draw up a loop, yarn over and go through 2. Yarn over and go through 2, just like that. And then you're going to do a regular double crochet in the next stitch, right here. And then a front post double crochet right in front of it. And that's literally the repeat for round 2. So if you notice, the thickness of the front post tends to cover the next stitch. Just, you can move that out of the way just so that you don't miss it there. So you're going to do a double crochet and then a front post on every stitch in this round. So you're going to see there's like this ribbing effect starting. Okay, so we're going to do a double crochet up top and then a front post right in front of it, just like that. Every stitch, single crochet, and then a front post double crochet. Okay, so you're going to want 24 total stitches for round 2. I'll meet you right here at the end of round 2. Okay. Okay, so here we are at the end of round 2. We have 24 total stitches in this round, 12 of them are front post double crochets and 12 of them are regular double crochets. Okay, so to close off round 2, what we need to do is insert the tip of our crochet hook into the top of the very first stitch of the round. Just like that. We're going to drop a loop and slip to close. Okay, so for round 3, what we need is 36 stitches for the round. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go into the stitch we just came out of with a double crochet. And then we're going to do a double crochet next door. And then we're going to do a front post double crochet right beneath it. Okay, so like I mentioned in the last row, your front posts will sometimes cover the stitches, so you might have to move them out of the way. So next door here, you're going to want to do a double crochet, and then another double crochet, and then a front post double crochet right in front of that one. So you're basically carrying up the ribbing here. So double crochet, and then front post double crochet, just like that. Okay, let's do it one more time. Double crochet in the next stitch there, and then another double crochet next to that one, and then a front post double crochet in front of it. Okay, so if I just turn the angles here just to kind of show you. Okay, so I'll do one more with you. So double crochet, and then front post double crochet, just like that. Okay, continue on going around round 3 here. You're going to want 36 total stitches, and I'll see you at the end of round 3. Okay friends, so here I am at the end of round 3. I have 36 total stitches, and you should have ended with a front post double crochet at the end here. Okay, so to close round 3, what we need to do is take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first stitch of the round. We're going to drop a loop and slip to close, just like that. Okay, so to start round 4, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to need 48 stitches going around here. Okay, so we're going to go back into the stitch we just came out of with a double crochet, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a front post double crochet around one of these regular ones here. So this is right above it. Right next door, you're going to do a front post double crochet, just like that. And then you're going to do a regular double crochet, and then you're going to do a front post double crochet, just like that. So let's do that again. So it's going to be a regular double crochet, and then a front post double crochet right next door here, and then a regular double crochet, and then a front post double crochet right around the previous front post double crochet. Okay, so if you notice, we're carrying up one of those front post double crochets, and then we're creating a new one. So this is going to be a regular double crochet, this is going to be the front post, and then this is going to be a regular crochet and then a front post. This is our increase right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Double crochet, and then a front post double crochet, and then a regular double crochet, and then this is our increase, like I just said. We're going to go and do a front post double crochet right in front of that. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time. It's going to be a double crochet, and then a front post double crochet right next door there, and then a regular double crochet, and then a front post double crochet right in front of that. Okay, so again, you're going to need 48 stitches for this particular round. This is round 4. Go ahead and continue with that pattern and I'll meet you here. Rewind me if you have to get the pattern. Slow me down using the gear button if you have to. But I will meet you at the end of round 4 right here. Okay? I'll see you in a second. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 4, where you should have 48 total stitches, and you should have ended on a front post double crochet, just like that. If you notice, there's all this beautiful ribbing happening. It's so nice. Okay, so to close off round 4, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first stitch of the round. We're going to draw off the loop and slip to close, just like that. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to start round 5. Now, round 5 is going to be a total of 60 stitches, and it will be the last increase round for this project. So we're going to go ahead and do a double crochet right where we just came out of, just like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is a front post double crochet right next door. So we're carrying that up from the previous row there. And then we're going to do a regular double crochet. And then we're going to do another regular double crochet. And then we're going to carry up the front post there. So it's going to be a front post double crochet. And that's the repeat of the round there. So let's do that again. So it's going to be a double crochet and then a front post double crochet. We're carrying up the front post from the previous round. Okay, and then we're going to do a regular double crochet and then another regular double crochet next door, just like that. And then we're going to carry up this front post here. So we're going to do a front post double crochet right in front of that one. Okay, let's do it again. So it's going to be a regular double crochet, and then it's going to be a front post double crochet, and then it's going to be a regular double crochet, and then a regular double crochet, and then right in front of it, it's going to be a front post double crochet. Okay, so that's what it's looking like so far. We're going to continue this pattern all the way around. I'm going to do it one more time with you here, but we're going to continue all the way around here, and we're going to need 60 total stitches. Okay, so let's do it one more time. It's going to be a double crochet, and then it's going to be a front post, double crochet, just like that. And then, okay, so like I mentioned previously, sometimes the front posts will cover stitches here, so don't hesitate to move them out of your way to continue working. So we're going to do a regular double crochet next door to that one, regular double crochet, and then see this front post here, we're going to carry it up. So we're not creating any new front post double crochets. We're literally just carrying up the front posts that we see here. Okay? But we just need to make sure that we do regular front post, regular front post. Okay? One more time. I just want to make sure you guys get this. So it's double crochet, front post double crochet, and then it's going to be a regular double crochet, regular double crochet, and then front post double crochet. Okay, so continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end of the round, which is right here, for a total of 60 stitches. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 5, where we have 60 total stitches. Looks so nice. This is what the back side looks like. That's the inside of our hat / beanie. Okay, so to close out round 5, what we need to do is we need to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round, just like that. Draw up a loop and slip to close, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to start our 4-stitch repeat here. So just to recap, when we spun the wheel, we wound up with a back post double crochet, and then a half double crochet, and then a front post double crochet, and then a single crochet. So in that order is how we're going to create this. All right, so to start, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do a back post double crochet in every stitch because we're no longer increasing. Okay, so we're going to go around the chain 1 and the double crochet right here. So we're going to yarn over, go back and around. This first one is always tough, but once we get past this, it's fine. So we're going to draw a loop and then bring it forward. See, it's tough here. There we go. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that's what that's going to look like. Okay. So yarn over, you're going to come back from the back, front and around, just like this. Yarn over, from the back, go around the stitch, grab a loop, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2. Okay. Back post double crochets. You're going to need 60 of these, which means every stitch gets a back post double crochet. And you're going to see this awesome little ridge happening here, this ribbing. So we're going to yarn over, go around the stitch from the back, and do your double crochet like normal. So continue doing this, and I shall see you at the end of this round. This is round 6. Okay. And I shall see you in a second. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 6, making sure that we did a back post double crochet with every stitch of the round. And then you should have ended right before the one where we had to do the 2-in-1 there, which was like the chain and then the stitch. Okay. So to close off the round, we need to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch, draw up a loop, slip to close, chain 1. The next stitch in our cycle here is a half double crochet. So we're going to go back into the stitch we just came out of, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through all of them. That is your half double crochet. And you're going to do a half double crochet for every stitch of this particular round. This is round 7 for a total of 60 stitches, half double crochets, and I shall see you at the end of round 7. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 7. We had a round of half double crochets, and I did a half double crochet in every stitch, and here I am at the end. I just wanted to point something out to you. Let me just grab a darning needle here. So see this little stitch right here? Make sure we don't go into that, okay? So when you're closing out the round, like we're going to do here, you're going to take the tip of your crochet hook and insert it into the actual stitch right here and not that little chain space, okay? Going into that will throw your count off. So you're going to just insert the tip of your crochet hook into that. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yep. Draw a loop and slip to close. Just like that. Okay. So we're going to chain 1 and start round 8. Let me just zoom back out. There we go. Okay. So the 4th stitch in our rotation here, or I'm sorry, the 3rd, my apologies. The 3rd stitch in the rotation is a front post double crochet. So we are going to go around, let's see here. We're going to go around the chain 1 space and the very first half double crochet. And we're going to join those together for our front post double crochet. So just like that. We're going to go around the stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, just like that. Let's do that again. Yarn over, go in and around the stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then once you got the swing of it, it goes pretty quickly here. Just like that. Okay? So continue doing that around the circle here, and I'll meet you here at the end. This is round 8. We're doing a round of front post double crochets around every stitch from the previous round. Just like that. Continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end, okay? I'll see you in a second. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 8. And to close it off, we need to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round, draw up a loop, and slip to close, just like that. And then we're going to chain 1 to begin round 9. So round 9 is the 4th stitch in the cycle here, and it's calling for a single crochet. So just to spice things up a little bit, because regular single crochets can tend to be blah, we're going to go ahead and insert the single crochet in the back loop. So we're going to do a single crochet in every stitch of this round, 60 stitches in the back loop, just like this. Okay, so continue doing single crochets in the back loop for round 9, and I shall see you at the end of this round. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 9. We had a row of single crochets in the back loop, and to close off the round, we need to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round. We're going to draw a loop and slip to close, and we're going to chain 1. So we're going to repeat back to the first stitch in the 4-stitch cycle, which now is the back post double crochet. So because we're coming off of a single crochet, going around that stitch is literally, I mean, it's possible, but it's very difficult. So I'm going to make a modification here. What we're going to do is we're going to do a back post double around the tops of the stitches. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to yarn over and go around we're going to go around this right here. Okay, so yarn over, we're going to go around, we're going to go through and through. And then we're going to pull through and do a double crochet, just like that. So we're going to go through the spots where we actually do our stitches instead of the actual post of the stitch, if that makes any sense. So we're going to yarn over, come in and out, just like that, and do a double crochet. Let's do that again. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this back out to just show you guys again what I did. Okay, so we're going to close off the round. We're going to draw up a loop and slip to close. We're going to chain 1, and then let me pull this out. We're going to take our crochet hook, and we're going to go in here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, just like that, actually, like this. We're going to do a stitch, and then we're going to come in here, and then come out. We're going to come in here, and then we're going to wrap around and go there. And then we're going to come in here and wrap around and go out that way. Okay? So now I'm going to do it with the crochet hook. So we're going to yarn over, swing the crochet hook around, come in there, and go like that. Somehow I lost the hook. Let's see. This first stitch is very difficult. There we go. Just like that. Once you get that first one done, you're good. And so you're going to go from the back and through, just like that, to the next stitch. Let's do it again. Yarn over, come from the back, go into the stitch here, go out like that. Yarn over, go through two, go through two. Yarn over, go in, go out, draw a loop, come through, yarn over, go through two, go through two. So literally you're making sure that you're using every space available here. So yarn over, you're going to come in here and you're going to go out there. You're going to draw a loop and go through, yarn over, go through two, go through two. Let's do some more. Yarn over, come in from the back, go into the very next stitch, draw a loop, and do a double crochet just like that. And you're not skipping any spaces. You're just going back in where you came from, coming back out just like that. If you need to rewind me to go back over the very first one, because this first one is difficult, I'm not going to lie, it is difficult. But could you imagine doing this around the actual stitches? It's even more difficult because you can barely see them. So yarn over, come in from the back, go out the front. Just do that. Okay, so continue doing this, and I shall see you at the end of the round. This is round 10. Okay, I'll see you at the end. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 10, and I counted my stitches and we're at 59. So in order to get the 60th one, this is where you should be at 59. So you're going to yarn over, go through right here, and go around to that little space just before the round there. And that's kind of where you need to be to get your 60, okay? So to close off the round, what we need to do is take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first stitch of the round, drop a loop, slip to close, and chain one, okay? So there we are. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, so for round 11, it's the second stitch of the repeat, which is a half double crochet. We're going to go into the stitch we just came out of, yarn over, go into the stitch, drop a loop, and go through all three. And we're going to do this for every stitch of the round for 60 stitches. This is a quick and easy one, just like this. And I shall see you at the end of round 11. half double crochets, 60 stitches. I'll see you there. Just like that. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 11, where we had 60 stitches of a half double crochet. We're going to insert the tip of our crochet hook into the first stitch of the round. We're going to draw up a loop and slip to close. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to do round 12, which is a front post double crochet. We're going to go ahead and go around the chain 1 and the actual stitch from the previous row. We're going to yarn over, go in and around, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, just like that. And we're going to do a front post double crochet for each stitch of the round, just like that. And we're going to need 60 of these for round 12. And I shall see you at the end of round 12. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 12. So to close off the round, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round, draw up a loop, and slip to close, chain 1. So for round 13, just like the previous round of repeats here, we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet in the back loop. So to start, we're going to go ahead and do that first back loop there, just like that. Okay. And make sure to get every back loop of the round. It's going to be 60 single crochets in the back loop. Just like that. All right, so go ahead and do that for round 13. 60 single crochets in the back loop, and I will see you at the end of this round, round 13. Okay, so here we are at the end of round 13, and what we want to do to close off the round is to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch, just like that. Draw up a loop, slip to close, just like that. We're going to go ahead and chain 1. And now we are going to our final rotation, our final 4 rows of our stitch story here. We're going to go and do the back post double crochet. So like round 10, we're going to, the first stitch here is pretty difficult, if I'm being honest. But since the stitches are so small, we're going to go in and out of the spaces where we make the stitches. So just to make it easier to explain. So we're going to yarn over. Actually, let me do this. Once we yarn over, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and come in here. Okay? And then we are going to go in there, right there. Okay? We're going to do our back post double, and then for the next one we're going to go back into where we just finished and go just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, yarn over, take the tip of our crochet hook, go in and out, draw a loop, come through, and we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, just like that. If you need to pause me while you get that, go for it, or rewind me to see that again, okay? So we're going to yarn over, come in where we just came out of, and go next door to that stitch. So we're not skipping anything. And in order to get 60 stitches, this is kind of what we need to do here. Okay? Just like that. So continue doing that. I shall see you at the end of round 14. You're going to have 60 stitches, 60 back post double crochets. Okay? Go ahead and do that, and I shall see you at the end in a second. Okay, friends, so here I am at the end of round 14. I have 59 stitches. I need 60 to complete the round. Like round 10, you're going to yarn over. You're going to come into where you just came out of, and then you're going to insert the tip of your crochet hook right before the beginning of the round. You're going to draw a loop, pull through, and then yarn over, and then yarn over. And that concludes round 14. So to close it off, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round. We're going to go ahead and drop a loop and slip to close. Chain 1. For round 15, it's half double crochets, the quickest round of them all. We're going to yarn over, go into the stitch we just came out of, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through everything. And it's literally going to be half double crochets in every stitch of the round. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of round 15, half double crochets in every stitch of the round. Okay, I'll see you in a few, or in a second. Okay, friends, so I just finished round 15. And to close off the round, what we need to do is take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round, just like this. Drop a loop and slip to close, chain 1. And so now we're going to move on to round 16, front post double crochet. As we did with round 12, we need to make sure that we grab the chain 1 and the first half double crochet of the round. Go around both, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then we're going to do a front post double crochet around every stitch of the round. 60 total stitches, just like this. And I shall see you at the end of round 16. Whoops. Just like that. All right, I'll see you at the end of the round. Okay, friends, so I just ended round 16, where we had 60 of the front post double crochets. Okay, and so we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the first stitch of the round. We're going to draw up a loop and slip to close. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to do round 17. And round 17 is going to be single crochets in the back loop. So we're going to go ahead and go into that very first stitch, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through those to close. So it's going to be a single crochet in the back loop in every stitch. Magic number is 60 stitches. And I shall see you at the end of round 17. Okay, friends, so here we are at the end of round 17. So we are officially done with all of the repeats for today's project. So now we're going to work on the brim. So let's go ahead and close off round 17 first. So we're going to insert the tip of our crochet hook into the very first stitch of the round. Like before in round 13, like I mentioned, skip this little chain 1 spot. It can easily be mistaken for a stitch. So we want to make sure that we don't go into that one. We go into this one right here. So we're just going to go in, drop a loop, and slip to close. We're going to go ahead and chain 1. So our brim is going to be half double crochets. So we're going to do one round of half double crochets. We're going to go through both of the loops like normal. Okay, so for round 18, like I said, we're working on the brim now, so there's no more repeats. So half double crochets for round 18. And we're going to start by going into the stitch we just came out of, just like that. And I'll see you at the end of round 18, all half double crochets in every stitch for 60 stitches. Okay, so here we are at the end of round 18 where we did half double crochets in every stitch of the round. And this is the final round. We're going to go ahead and close off by inserting the tip of our crochet hook in the first stitch. We're going to grab a loop and slip to close. We're going to chain 1. So this final round we're going to do is a single crochet, but we're going to go ahead and go into the second and third loop. So if you're looking at the top of your stitches here, this is the front, this is the back. So that's the first and that's the second. If you tilt it back, you'll see another one there. That's called the third loop, this right here. So first, second, and third. Okay, so to finish out our project here, we're going to go ahead and take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it right in the top there and coming down. You'll see if you point down and out, it'll pick up the second and the third loop there. So you're just going to draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through both of those loops. So let's do that again. You're going to take the tip of your crochet hook, go into your stitch and out the back, and you'll pick up the second and the third loop there. So you're going to draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through both of those loops to close. So go into your stitch, pick up the second and the third loop, draw up a loop, go through both to close. So you're going to continue doing that for this entire round. It's the final one. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I'm doing it just, for aesthetic, for the design of it all. You can go through both of the loops like that if you want. It'll just be flat instead of having this little ribbing situation going on there. So go ahead and take care of that. 60 stitches, single crochet, and I'll see you at the end of the round. Okay, so here I am at the end of round 19. It's the final round. And so to finish off the project, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook, insert it into the very first stitch of the round, draw up a loop, slip to close, and chain 2. And then you're going to take a pair of scissors. You're going to cut a nice little tail here. And then you're going to take your crochet hook and just slide it out like that. You're going to take your thumb and your first finger and pinch above the chain 2 and slide down and pull the yarn just like that in the opposite direction. And you'll see it creates this double knot that makes it impossible to get out. Okay, so we're going to turn our project so that the inside is facing us. We're going to take our darning needle, wrap it over the eye of the needle, and then feed it in. And then we're going to do a zigzag technique. So we're going to go through the fibers here. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Let's pull. Then we're going to go back in the opposite direction, grabbing fibers along the way. And then back again. Just like that. Okay. And then let's move the needle out of the way. Let's go ahead and trim that. And then let's go inside to the center here. Where's the tail? Oh, there we are. So just give that a nice little yank, just like that. Okay. Couple things to note. Because of where the ribbing landed here, it may look like it's flat, but that's okay. It actually rounds out with use. So once you start wearing it and you wear it regularly, it will actually round out, I promise. I've done enough of these to know. See, it has a rounded look to it. Although when you have it open, it has a tendency to look flat. Trust me, that goes away. So that is our project here, and I do have a name for it. You'll probably see it in the title of the video. It's called Collision Course. This is my Collision Course Beanie. And the reason why I chose that as its name is because of all the front posts and the back posts going into the stitches in opposite directions. So it's a collision course here. So, I mean, even the inside looks nice. If you flip it around, I mean, I wouldn't wear it like this, but I mean, of course, if you like the edging sticking out like that, by all means, go for it. But all the stitches run into each other. So even the crown with the front post double crochets, and then you have all the stitches, the front posts, the back loops, everything runs into each other, and it creates this very nice pattern here. It's super nice. So yes, my friends, this is my Collision Course Beanie. I'm going to be making these in other colors, so I will be featuring that throughout my journey here on YouTube. This was a lot of fun to make, with the exception of round 10 and round 14 with the back post doubles going into the singles. But yeah, it turned out really nice. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I want all the people on my channel, if you haven't noticed by now. I want everyone here. And of course, hit the notification bell to stay updated with everything regarding me and my channel. So that's all I have for you guys today. And until the next one, have a good one, guys. Take care.